my drinks. Drink singular for now, but we'll see. Cronos for New Dawn. Trying to get to this spooky hospital. And I came back around on this room with something. Something justified me returning here, but I don't recall what. And that's not great, because I have to make sure I keep track of where I'm headed. Just in case I need those bolt cutters. Because when you least expect it, you come across a room with some goodies in it. And I've increased my inventory space as of late, if only to keep up with my increasing supply of firearms. Oh yes, I rebuilt this bridge. Kind of a street fair type situation. Ah, shoot, that reminds me. I was going to go to the street fair again today. This was the last day they're doing it. Oh well. I think there's a couple more spooky fairs in town. This fair is a little too spooky for me right now. I don't think there's any stealth system to speak of. Things are going to get very bad very quickly. I wish I could believe I would keep all this stuff in my inventory after I die, but I've got a feeling I'm going to be rushing around a lot. And there we have it. Okay. No health. Not good. There's some chemicals. No one can merge if there's no one left to merge. Although I think I will rebuild that barrel. How long do these things take to grow back? There we go. Couple seconds. I'm anticipating conflict. Yes. Ah! That's a lot of conflict. shoot, I can't jump over there, really? Okay. Now I'm curious why that gravity platform is out of bounds. I wonder if I can not waste time like that again by coming back down here after I pick up some stuff. I suppose I kind of appreciate the icon that I think indicates when you have ammo that you can refill with. Now let me see if I can go back. Was this some crap where it locks it off? That's dumb. That's very dumb. I don't like that. That doesn't make any sense. Also, yeah, okay. This particular area is pretty poorly designed. I got a pyre this time. Somebody showed pity on me. Where are those chemicals I found last time that let me actually get out of here? Alright, man, well I don't have any bullets, so I guess I'm just gonna have to punch this guy and then inevitably die. Not remotely fair. See that's interesting. So I killed the guy and I died, but I got a feeling it's not gonna let me do that. And for that matter, again, why can I resist fire but not explosions? I know those are technically different things, but still. I'm about ready to start putting on funniest Family Guy moments or something in the corner, because I really don't want to keep doing this over and over again. Like you can farm items or anything. Unless there's something I missed up here last time. Now that's interesting. This is locked from the other side, so maybe there is something else I can check out. Hold on. If only for the sake of variety. Yeah, I did all this before. I figure out why that door. Maybe I'm just gonna do that later, and I'm just being impatient. Whatever. Because I think that what is in these boxes is randomly generated, so I just gotta keep doing this until I get a combination that gives me a fighting chance. Something triggers that thing falling apart. I'm assuming it's maybe setting this first fuse, committing to being stuck here. I don't know. If only I could desecrate a couple of corpses. Not the kind of request I would usually make, but desperate times. Yeah, probably setting the first fuse. Or walking a certain distance away. It's not like I have a lot of choice. I mean, I need all of his stuff. I have to go around and painstakingly pick all of it up. Right, Menards. Well, actually, never mind. I have no idea what that symbol means because it apparently is unrelated to having bullets. At this point, though, I will take all the health I can get. I just gotta lure this guy closer to some explosive things. Okay. Say goodbye to your limbs. Oh! Wait, another one of these guys? Jesus. I thought there was only 2 before. They just randomly generated? I'm gonna respec some stuff. Actually, wait, that costs money. Well... Honestly, the clip size, I mean, whatever. I think I'll just not worry about that. I think I just need all the firepower and charge speed I can get. Maybe throw a bone at stability. Okay. Let's try that on and see how it fits. And I really don't want to have to do that again, so I'm going to save it. How much can I do and still get back? The answer is nothing. Okay. Pretty dumb. Not a fan. I got no shotgun shells in my shotgun. Again, I don't want to say a better game developer, but a more intentional game developer would allow you to just put the shotgun shells directly in your gun. Fucking serious? I have to waste bullets. I have to waste an item to pick up an item to proceed. Did anybody playtest this? I would love to know why I can't just jump over to that. I guess I gotta be on the anti-grav platform to be fair. Oh, well, there's an option. Start baiting out hits. There we go. Well, now that I know that's possible, that changes the game. Although all the other friends have come out to play. I'm gonna take care of that conflict right now. Well, I'm probably going to have to deal with a second wave at some point, but... At least I'm getting some red goop everywhere. Okay. Well, at least knowing I have some control over when they show up is something of a boon. At least I can get this over with as soon as I want to. Still a lot of bullets, though. Boo! Oh. 2 saves due to lack of interest. Well, here's an option, at minimum. I resent having to pick those up every time. And then maybe I can have the one save be the one where I didn't do that, and the other one be the one where I did, and we can decide which one I like the most. I don't tend to save scum, but a game this incompetently designed brings it out of me. Well, now that I know that these guys are going to show up in droves no matter what, I might as well just do this. Except... I guess that kind of gets me a head start on melee combat for one of them. No. I tried to block, but I thought I was playing a better game that actually let you do that. Really? I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, there is. Great. Okay, well, it took 7 or 8 hours, but I finally got clear confirmation that there are armored enemies. Fat lot of good those spirits I sucked up are doing me. shit. Now, sequence breaking is a strong word, but honestly I just have no incentive to play along with a little horror plot that they've created for when enemies show up. Energy, yeah. Not... I don't see any shops around. It's not going to do a lot of good right now. I'm broke. My feet hurt. Now, if additional enemies show up anyway, then I'll just know that was all a waste of time. I get at least 2 of these clowns. Yeah, that's what I thought. And he's gonna get even more powerful, and I've got no bullets. Well, the beauty of the internet is that you can just skip past all of us when you watch the stream, because no one's watching this right now, and there's a fast forward button on YouTube. So now I'm damned because respecs cost more. I'm starting to see why Elon Musk paid someone else to have him go up levels in Dark Souls or Elden Ring or whatever. I'm just saying. I have a lot better things I could be doing than this. I guess I might as well use these while I've got them. They are in very inconvenient locations, but I guess that's the Alright, that was an accident. I'm approaching live, die, repeat levels of familiarity with this arena. Adios, MF. So, when only the limbs are exposed, what game do you think I'm playing where I have the ability to have that precise of controls, even with your so-called stability? Holy moly, I can't believe I did it. Okay. Put that in the history books. Wait, okay, I get a separate... That's what I was afraid of. Okay, so even if I beat these guys in advance, I still have to deal with this nonsense. that ever creepy crawly. I know you're around here somewhere. No, 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 no. We don't want that. Homing my ass. Nothing? At all? Really? By the skin of my teeth. Okay. Never been so happy to see a little picture of a floppy disk. Now I'm terrified because what is going to be the final boss if not that? Whew, I gotta get another drink after that. Holy cow. That was a harrowing experience. It tested my patience, but I've been working on it. Still stand by what I said though. Massive hassle. Could have been a little bit more forgiving, but I'm sure I'll look back on it as an experience that tested me in ways that contemporary games rarely do. There is a difficulty system in this. I am a bit of a stickler, so I probably could have made that easier on myself and chose not to. but I only change the difficulty level, lower it, when it's absolute worst case scenario. And as bad as that got, I have seen worse. And I was even playing Hell S recently, and I actually quit on that because it was getting way too tiresome. But that has a difficulty level where it straight up is basically like, do you want this to be a Souls-like or not? Because you can turn off the death penalty, as they call it, where you have the ability to make it so that when you die, you either do or don't lose experience that you've gained since the last time you saved and make enemies respawn. And I think there's something to be said for that, because I'm speaking about a different game entirely right now, but that one is third-person action game, has some very superficial similarities with Souls-like as what doesn't these days, but it's really not. It has its own flavor to it, and I do appreciate that, although I am taking a break from it because I found some things about the combat rather taxing. And that's saying something. Signs every gamer knows to look for: white paint and yellow paint. My yellowification ray. Go! We got a runner. Right in the armpit. Ah! Miracle I survived that. After what I've been through, I'm ready for anything. I guess there was that warning earlier about it being almost impossible to get here, so I do feel like I'm in the home stretch. I don't know how accurate the percentage indicator is when you go on PlayStation, but it was saying I was about a third of the way there, maybe a little more. And that was an hour or two ago, so at this point I've probably cleared the halfway mark, if not more. And I don't know if that's like 100%ing. This is a relatively linear game, so I don't imagine there's a whole lot else left to do. But you know what? I built a shelf earlier, so I'm having a party. Particle board shelf from Tarkin, still. A commemorative diploma for Mr. Anthony Surma, the author of the Workers Unite Monument, for his contribution to the socialist visual identity of New Dawn. Minister of Culture and Sports, Andrzej Rashka. I am butchering each and every pronunciation of this game. I am very sorry. Vedette. The angel of death himself visited me today. Wanting to sweeten the ongoing apocalypse, he promised to save my immortal soul. I, of course, approached this offer with reserve, having survived one end-of-the-world scenario before, when the Soviet army liberated the camp where I was supposed to die. And for what? Just to start a new family, live another 36 years, and then watch my world fall apart all over again? Apparently, I had incurred a debt, which in recent weeks had reminded of itself with terrible force. From such debt, there is no escaping. And because of this, if he takes me, I'm certain the wheel of my fate will turn again. And so I stopped caring about being saved. All I care about is you. Therefore, I told the angel I would agree to his service on one condition. Oh. Upstairs? Or through this doorway? Okay, that looks a little more final. You never know. The essence. As I have agreed with my angel, who now impatiently visits and watches over me as if he wants to save me, he must let me save you first. The similarity in this arrangement is obvious, almost cliché, but I am the smarter one here, for I know that it can only be done in one way. By saving you from being lost to oblivion. By saving you through my work. But as I watch you, I know I have to sketch quickly to capture your essence. I see you becoming the combined embodiment of all God has chosen to bestow upon me. My chisel cannot keep up. Your beauty, it is as fleeting as life itself. For what is it? A single brief moment, no more. All that follows is the wither. I am trying to fool time. I'm losing hope. For my work is endless and my failures are numerous. Yeah, we're getting just a little of layers of fear here. Oh, 2 notes. A key. Ooh. The deliverance. I give up. I can't keep you in a cellar like some wild, hungry beast. I know all too well how it is. I know that you also crave freedom, and that can only be given by sweet inexistence. But do not be afraid, for inexistence is coming. For the angel took pity on me, and he turned a blind eye to my hubris. He promised that, in his mercy, he will endure ever-growing misery. Sadly, I will not be there when you embrace peace, for the angel has become impatient and is already spreading his claws over me. You will cease to exist, but I don't know what will happen to me. Will I go somewhere where I can wait for you? Or will we never meet again? Or perhaps I will end up between nowhere and never. And there, too, my debt will eventually catch up to me. Oh, okay. Well, that's whatever this little vignette was. A little spooky, a little confusing, but that's how this game rolls. Key to the basement. Okay, well, I guess the basement is... Let's see. I hate to waste that, if that was a secret. Well, I suspect that if there's a basement, it's under the house. So before I depart, let me check a few more doors. If this guy's got some goodies, I wanna see what's up. Basement. Maybe his basement flew off. Maybe it's it floated away. I mean, Ah. Oh. Oh. Good stuff.
Establishing connection with the phylactery.
Oh. Melee attack and stomp have vastly increased damage. Surma, Antony. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is interesting. I can only fit so many souls in here. Deal more damage against burning enemies. Energy found slightly increased. Handguns deal additional damage. Honestly, I've barely been attacking burning enemies whether I should or not, so I'm going to replace this dude.
Transfer completed. Essence acquired.
Okay, I know I've been talking trash about this game, but that was actually pretty incredible, is making a limited inventory for perk upgrades that also happen to be people's souls and or consciousnesses, and they scream and beg for mercy when you delete them. That is messed up on a level I was not prepared for. I mean, at least in Soma, they made that part of the plot. Here, it's an incidental menu sorting option. I guess. I don't know. Now I'm wondering how many other, like, optional... I just thought you'd keep getting those. That's interesting. Okay, holy cow. That's caused me to rethink a lot of things about this game. No! And I am hallucinating. That's the important thing to remember. Okay. And now, am I gonna start seeing more hallucinations because I did that? Now I'm really like worried that might have made things worse. Maybe that's intentional, I guess. Like you get more perk upgrades, but you also start seeing more crazy hallucinations. That would actually be a really interesting way to make that kind of an important decision. Because I've been riffing on a lot of ways this game is kind of inspired by Dead Space, but doesn't do anything as creative. But in that game, hallucinations are just kind of plot devices. If they actually have some kind of loose relationship to the decisions that you make for how you organize your inventory in this game, that's something new. ALB, always look back. Oh. Good stuff. No, 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 no. Okay. Things are getting worse. Emotionally, environmentally. Gameplay-wise, could go either way. A dead end. Dear Comrade Konarski, this case has outgrown the capabilities of a local police, and I must formally request that it be transferred to your office. We are unequipped to handle the growing number of mysterious homicides. The morgues continue to discover strange markings around victims' heads, and our investigation has ran into a dead end. The only tangible lead we have are testimonies of people who witnessed mysterious individuals dressed in heavy military gear resembling, quote, diving suits. We suspect these might be agents of Western intelligence, but they have covered their tracks well. Too well for us. Even if we were to identify and confront the perpetrators, I do not believe we possess the resources to carry out the arrest. Commissioner Mikhail Rebek. Are we the baddies? Anybody else I can pick off while I'm here? Still hear some chattering. And I think I might have mentioned it before, but again, I just want to give credit where it's due. The way that they have included the tentacle grabby enemies in this game is actually better, in my opinion, than Dead Space or certainly the Callisto Protocol. Because in the Callisto Protocol, which sucks for a lot of reasons I'm not even going to get into right now, they're just like annoying QuickTime events. And in Dead Space, I mean, some of them are, but in this one, like, you could pretty much avoid most, if not all of these guys if you just know where to look. And they kind of make it into an environmental puzzle where you're peeking through holes in the wall and stuff. So, points for that. when are we gonna get to the hospital? Or am I already... I guess I'm not there yet, because these are all like apartment blocks, but... Holy cow, still. They've been hyping this place up. Oh man. Whew. I just get a thrill every time I see one of these safe rooms. Large! Large injector, alright, that's what I like to see. Big ol' save room.
My work is endless. My failures are numerous.
Same, sister.
I managed to set up an ARC-class outpost, but I still can't produce enough power to carry out my plan. Every time I manage to weld something else rips. Yet, I must try. If I succeed, I might be able to stop the anomaly's negative impact on the surrounding area. Only then will I be able to deliver the long-acquired essence to the terminal. Such is our calling.
Okay, well I can breathe a little easier, at least for now, in terms of upgrades. My favorites are still the shotgun and the handgun. Have 2 cores. All right. Let's go. Wait, what is... Okay, that's just for the heck of it. Oh. Okay. I don't see any hospital yet. Finally, nudes. Yeah, someone's dad's garage. That was a worthy stop. Green means go. Train station? Bus? Subway?
But we are unable to accept any more patients. We can't let the same thing that happened in the steelworks happen here.
These people need our help. We need to be there for them.
But not at any cost. We must still exercise caution.
I'm afraid it's too late for caution.
What are you talking about?
It's already happening everywhere. And no matter how hard we try to isolate, nothing can stop it.
Uh-oh. Alright, that's looking a little more hospital-like. Time to dive.
The anchor frequency synchronization.
Search the whole building. You want to check every nook and cranny.
They are no longer civilian.
Temporal destination reached. Proceeding with the search for the target, Dr. David Sibbert.
Alright. Now, if I run into James Sunderland while I'm in here, I'm gonna flip.
I'm recording these reports of work here for you. Maybe any of these will be useful to you in the future. If there is any future, of course. The hospital is bursting at the seams. They're short on beds, not to mention medical supplies. I have to keep trying.
Okay, well. My inventory is full. I'm gonna leave these chemicals here. For all we know, I'm going to want them later. Of course. Bolt cutters. I guess I'm going to work back to the point where this stuff isn't everywhere. Because it's not clear like how much time is passing in between trips I'm taking further back.
Collected technology. The path has been paved.
Oh, well, actually, I could store a thing or two here. Free up room for those chemicals. Let us pray. Well, that's interesting.
I need a key.
This room is full of secrets. Orthopedics, medical supply, infectious diseases, intensive care. Okay, well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say infectious diseases is the key area right now. Wow, dang. This is kind of the most labyrinthine area yet. But I appreciate the variety. Oh, yeah. Foolish of me. What should I make? I'm pretty low on shotgun shells. There we go. Alrighty. And now, I can go back with my bolt cutters. Heck yes. A modest haul. Well, I'll tell you what, I might experiment with just taking one weapon out of my inventory. Because if you have a gun, that takes up an inventory slot, and then the ammo for it takes up an inventory slot. There we go. Now I'm immensely curious as to what one would put on the altar. Well, I would like a little bit of room for cores in my inventory, if that's alright, so I'm going to move a thing or two. suit integrity? Yes, please. Okay. Okay. Saw a lot of locked doors. Which ones can I go through? These doors, apparently. A key to the guard room in the hospital's main hall. Okay. Guard room, main hall. Well, I don't have a map, so I will just have to fiddle.
Hello? Hello? Do you read me?
This is Dr. Weronika Kamiński. I'm
Stuck in the elevator on level 3. I need
help. Can anybody hear me? Shit. It's you. You are a stubborn bunch, aren't you? Well,
There's another
tough
word
luck.
for that.
Guess you won't get me as long as I'm stuck here.
I'm not here for you. My target is Dr. David Zibbert.
what?
David! And how has he done you wrong?
He possesses the information I'm after. I am not here to hurt him. I'm here to
Extract him? Yeah. I know all about it. Hate to break it to you, but you're wasting your time. If you're looking for information, it's me you want. David and I, we worked together. There's nothing he wouldn't tell me. And I can share whatever I know.
I need to know everything. About the steelworks, the outbreak, the other traveler.
Yeah. I'll tell you everything. But first, you'll need to get me out of here. You're good with that?
No tricks this time.
All right.
All right.
Any idea what's blocking the elevator?
Biomass. It seems to have accumulated here in order to form a nest.
Fuck. We need to get rid of it.
I can't burn it. It's covered in old sand.
And it regenerates too fast, I know. But we could use something we were working on here. A sort of toxin? The problem is, you can't just inject it anywhere. We need to find the right spot. It's hard. You need to get 3 specific formulas. They're designated Z5,
C66 and X44?
Find them and I'll tell you how to mix them.
Where should I look?
Check the infectious diseases ward, the medical supply perhaps, and hell, let's try my office too. It's in the administration section.
On my way.
Keep
OMW.
I'll try to guide you through this mess.
Alright, girl, no tricks this time indeed. I am on a classic gaming mission, which is collecting a bunch of little things to put a path. Carve. That's right. I still gotta use the key. I don't think she can help me with that. I'm presuming that means it's unlocked. House of Plague.
So you ended up here?
What to do? What next? I was hoping to find her here. Sneaking into the hospital wasn't that difficult. Everything's out of control. Chaos everywhere. It's like some kind of war here. So much pain. Everyone is begging for help. Some for death. The doctors are doing their best, but they just can't manage. Maybe Edward was right. I don't remember at what point she became aware that A was Angela, but I guess I know that now. Okay. What did that change? This? Oh, okay.
Entering Ring B.
That's where my office is. Please don't mind the mess.
Acknowledged.
Nursery, Operation Block Administration. A shared fate, Sister Magda. Lead as many of them as you can downstairs. That's where they'll be the safest. I will join them as soon as I return from the steelworks. I also asked you to dismiss all the staff. Let them leave if they want to. This, of course, applies to you as well. Let those who want to stay know that we'll end together. If you do wish to stay, barricade the doors with anything you can find. Zibbert.
There are bullet marks everywhere.
The army must have gotten here after the steelworks spiraled out of control. I think they were looking for Zibet. They encountered the infected patient and panicked. Shooting began.
In the mouth of sickness. I saw body bags being carried out. Many patients lie on the bare floors. Some are tied to beds with belts, screaming in pain, crying. Some are just begging desperately for someone to embrace them, like that would help to ease their pain. They're going mad. I feel helpless, exhausted, scared, alone. I know I should get out of here, but I feel like I'm needed here. How to help them? How could I leave her just before Christmas? Just in case. Well, shucks. That might have been a waste, but I would like to have this. I am so sorry. Hit him so hard they glitched into the bed. Oh! Nope. No. Okay. Patience? is a virtue. Morgue worker's note. Tell Zybert that he needs to see the bodies we took to the morgue yesterday. It's urgent. We had quite a fucking surprise this morning. Is he so tired that he sends us them half dead? Will you please die? You just keep coming. I'm actually good. I'm gonna be over here. Coroner's statement. After an in-depth analysis of the boy's body, it has been concluded that he was not infected with the unknown virus. His body does not reveal pathological conditions of the bones or skin, no lesions on either surface. No infection on the internal organs were observed. However, it is difficult to assess what the immediate cause of death was. Due to the marks around his cranium, we suspect severe cerebral trauma. It also appears that he was exposed to a powerful electric shock. The exact time of death is also difficult to assess. The cause of the boy's death somehow altered the decomposition process. Rigor mortis was not observed either. Further investigations are recommended, particularly given the similarities observed in other cases. I got 2 shotgun shells in my name. But now, a couple of carbine rounds. That's just a tad gross. Okay, that's gonna keep happening? Alright. My phylactery is having problems. I tell you what, I've been at this for a while. I gotta take 5. I'll be right back. All right. Resume. Key. Even better. Hope unyielding. Doctor, you have to help me get my son back. What they showed me is not him. It's some other boy, very similar, but not my Marcel. Believe me, another helplessly heartbroken mother is looking for this boy. But this can't be my son. He wasn't murdered. He was taken. The police won't talk to me anymore. They tell me I'm crazy, but it's not true. They want to silence me because they know my husband is a military man. They don't want this to spread. I beg you, Dr. Zibbert, you are my last hope. Lydia Marzek. Key to the underground corridor, huh? Which is the real worst place? Whatever's going on here, it's real enough. Christ, come on, man. Alright, so if I die during what appears to be a dream sequence, then what? They are watching. I genuinely don't remember where I am.
I found the passage in the underground, but...
Yeah, it's locked. Obviously. Try searching by the morgue, would you?
Okay, so that was that was her indicating where to get the key that I already got. So we're doing some Spec Ops style spooky loading screen tips. And I have to pretend that I didn't already add these items to my inventory. I don't agree with the criticism that horror games like aren't scary just because when you respawn, you do the same thing again. But I do think when you have these like parts where it warps or whatever or something changes, like that just doesn't really. I don't care when I do it again. I just want to get to the part where I was fighting the guys that I died on last time. I shot that at that guy, just so you know. I know that you don't think that, but I did. I'm going to bed.